Hello, friends. Good, good evening. Welcome back to the next iteration of our application. Um, Today, we are going to continue with our efforts on the PennyWize application. So, these are regarding the tags. I would skip this, and this was the send digest update that we wanted to do for the logo. So, I did. So I would copy this code and I will send the ESM with the CICD and then. So my question was, before this, my question was, I'm getting this error on the PennyWize digest. Even this is the file code. So last we remembered in our chat was that the email PDF recent entries and AI suggestion text are overlapping on the graph image, and based on what we ran, um, so let's run the settings and let me run the cron job. In the meantime, we can get our emails up. We can check the emails. I think it should become here by now. Yeah, we have a 200. And let's look at the emails. Yeah, I do see the emails. So yes, this is the logo looks good. This looks good. Let me look at the PDF. The PDF still has the this PDF still has the recent entries, not actually. Let me see recent entries, and the AI suggestion has gone down in the other section. Okay, so let's move recent entries also below. Yeah, so what we will do is we are going to go to ChatGPT and say the recent entries are still over the graph. Move them below the graph and above the AI suggestions. Section. So here is given that I'll tell him to update the send digest. Actually, send digest has become too big for us, to be honest. Let's see what we can do. Build digest PDF buffer function is here. So let's see where it is. This one, build digest function, is there. So this function, build digest function, starts, chart is there, recent entry is there, AI suggestion is there, and it ends doc.end. Okay, so let's copy this whole thing. Copy this whole thing and let's change the code only itself. So this function, oh man, let's start with this function. This talk.enter. So paste. Okay, that gives us a change. What is the change? Yeah, text. These ones we remove the comment, then within this we remove the extra comment. Here they have moved to the new space. Header is there, so those have gone into single line, these ones have gone to single line. Summary has gone to, with move down is one. Chart, we made sure chart is there. Then recent entries, they come down below the chart, and then AI suggestion is there. So this is our this one. So let's commit this. Moved recent entries in PDF. Okay, commit and sync. Yeah, I think that takes care of the syncing. So let's wait for the deployments. Refresh, building happening. Okay, wait for 40 seconds. Yeah, mostly I think these days there's some spectrum issue with internet, so these are there's a slowness because of that. 40 seconds, 42 seconds. Okay, then we run the job. And view logs. Yeah, we should be able to see new entries. 200. Yeah, we see 200 new entry. Now let's check emails. I am getting the new email. Now the image hasn't loaded. Open the PDF. Now yeah, this one looks good. So let me bring here. So if you look at this one, this one, the image chart is here, and then we have the recent entries, then we have AI suggestion. So this looks good, the PDF looks good. I think I don't see any problem at the moment there, and that would be the resolution or the fix that we did, or changes we did in the application for the that issue with PDF attachment as overlapping our text. So this one is taken care of. Delete true. Now manage preference and unsubscribe link not working, so that is a part of the image. So here unsubscribe takes us to PennyWize but doesn't do anything, and manage preference takes us to app preferences, but we are logged out, so I don't know why, what it would do. I don't know what it opens up. So let me see, we want to have this feature enabled, so let me copy this issue, manage preference, and unsubscribe links not working. So we would just do that. So I would say in the emails, you are running into an auth session problem. The links in the email go to your site, but the browser isn't logged in. So your manage preference page can't load user specific settings. Fix it by sending per user deep links that authenticate the user first, then redirect to the right page. Below is the minimal save pattern using Supabase admin, generate link for each user, plus tiny tweaks to your email component. So in the weekly digest TSX, so it's telling us to change the weekly digest TSX. So step number one is that. Step number two, generate per user auth link in your sender. Use Superbase admin generate link to create a single click sign in URL that lands the user on the correct page. This returns a URL you can embed directly in your email. No extra email is sent by Superbase. So this would be within the senddigest.js. And then now pass these into the template. Optional one click unsubscribe without login. If you want unsubscribe to work without logging in, create a signed link like unsubscribed user this, verify SIG preference in this, then update this false using the service role key. Sign.js and generate inside the loop unsubscribe.js, and then we would have URLs from weekly digest. So this one is that one. My weekly digest.tsx is and my send please give me complete update So we are updating the files here. We'll think about it. I think it's internet issue. We'll wait for it to fix up. Okay, yeah, it's come now. Yeah, we'll have to wait for the rendering. We'll wait for the we'll wait for the whole thing to complete. In the meantime, we'll see that the emails, they look good. I think I'm happy with that. Given the, yeah, the on the free user doesn't see much. The paid user sees more information with the attachments. So yeah, I think even, but then everybody gets access to manage preferences. Unsubscribe. We'll wait for this load to finish. I think today it's been more of an internet issue. I've been facing that since afternoon. Um, mm, Most probably what Spectrum did was they updated the network, and you usually, like, after they upgraded, the slowness started creeping more. So I think they are fixed whatever they did may not have worked correctly. So now, workaround, usually companies like this, when you complain that the internet is slow, companies usually have many reasons to avoid owning to the slowness. So I feel at one point that there's no point in complaining and letting them know of their services. The fact that there might be some customer who might impose a penalty, that would be a financial penalty on the company, and at that point, usually when companies, when they have to face financial penalties through legal route, that's when they take actions. So that's when they really introspect their processes and their workers, uh, the quality of work that is being done by the company, and then at that point they realize that there were changes that they could do, which usually they could have done on the first complaint. But yeah, things are little difficult in that way to interact with. Anyways, we'll just wait for this to load. about today I think if the user, if you feel that this is enough, then you can end the video here. I will wait for this to finish and then I'll have them updated. And the next thing we'll do is we'll see if that enables us to log in into the application quickly, or do something else. So let's see. Okay, I can see weekly digest and so let's go to that. This is the send digest and this is the weekly digest. Okay, we copy and we paste it there. Let's see, copy and we go to weekly digest. We'll get to see the changes. So in the weekly digest we have manage URL, unsubscribe URL. These are being passed to the weekly digest as a parameter. And then at the bottom, manage URL is not passed, then we would just do site URL unsubscribe and site URL app. Okay, so this one is minimal enough, and the next one is the send digest. So let's take that one. Send digest, copy. Now we go to send digest. And then we also see the send digest changes. So the a new section for pre-user authentication like manage URL, unsubscribe URL are these ones. Then in Supabase we are going to generate a link, a magic link, and then we are going to do the preference from digest, and then we are going to use that magic link and we are going to use the unsubscribe URL as well. Those two links will be created and they are saved within the unsubscribe link URL which we declared on top. Okay, I think these changes can be helpful. Pre-authenticate user in emails, and then I would commit and sync this one. So this would help us. First we'll deploy this and we'll test it out. So okay, it's ready. Let's run the cron job. let's look at the emails. I do see two new emails, and then we have this one. Now if I go to manage preference, I have the link with me, so let me click that. Takes me here and I don't see anything. I'm gonna refresh. If I go log in into that account, and if I go to preferences, I do see that preference, so it opens here as well. Let me close this and then now click on the manage preference. It opens the preference, but if I am logged out, let me log out. Okay, I'm logged out, I'm not no longer in session, and I click on manage preference. It's okay, it doesn't, so it didn't work for us. So what I'll tell, let's tell ChatGPT that didn't work. If I log in before into the application and then I click on the link in the email, I go to the manage preference page. However, if I have logged out from the application before and then I click on the link of the email, it does not go into the preference page and I see a blank page on the web browser. So this one is a more accurate description of the issue that we were facing. I always forget to turn off the dictation. Okay, we'll wait for the ChatGPT to come with an answer. This time I think it will take lesser time than what we had before. Okay, so guys, we'll pause it over here. We do see a response, may not be the complete one. We'll wait, we'll stop here for this session and then we'll continue with this next time. We'll continue with this response and then we'll see what we can do about it. Thank you so much for being in this video. I know because of the slow internet it's not rendering that quickly, but then hopefully in the next video we would be able to see faster internet and responses in that case. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah.